Hi ladies, please bear with me. I look really rough. This is completely jet lagged. Yesterday's makeup and obviously yesterday's crazy hair. But I wanted to take a few quick minutes just before I start cleaning the house and restocking the fridge and all those things I have to do now. And I just want to sum up kind of my experience at Summit. There are definitely a lot of things that I want to do with our group. But I also wanted, it had me really stop and think a lot about where I started and why I started and kind of my journey and my path to here right now. And I know a lot of you, and I remember when I started and what I thought, and I looked at Leslie or some of the other big girls like Anita Myron and Raina, and I really just felt like looking at them today and then looking at them where they started, it just seemed like I couldn't figure out how in the world they even got to where they are now. And I know some of you maybe even think that looking at my journey in 7 months. By now it's not always easy. If it was easy, everyone would do it. It's the same with anyone else's business. If you could just hang up a sign and everyone came running in your front door, obviously the world would be full of a bazillion bazillionaires. But for me, it really started with a big fat dream. My life, I have been held back by my own concern and my own worry my whole entire life. I come from a family of realists. My parents have been hardworking people, but they definitely have been realists. We don't do a lot of dreaming because we know exactly what, the reality is of that. And it's held me back my entire life. I was an incredibly shy little girl. I was the girl that hid behind my parents' legs all the time. And I started showing horses, and it wasn't until then that I actually got a little bit of confidence. I am a complete introvert. My closest friends know that once you get to know me, I won't stop talking. But I am not the person that's just the life of the party and, is loud and, I have fun, but that is not my true personality. I really do better one-on-one. And for me, when this started, it was so scary. I really didn't know this is what I wanted to do, and when the opportunity presented itself, I honestly was like, that's a good one. I would be a good coach. I don't even like to work out. I mean, who wants to follow someone who's like, yeah, give me a cookie, please? I mean, that's been me my whole life. And for me, this really started as, if not now, when? I'm 35 years old. I've spent my whole life wondering what comes next and wondering what I wanted to be when I grew up. And I'm kind of sick of trying nothing and having nothing happen. I literally prayed and prayed and prayed. When the opportunity happened, I wanted to say no. That's what I wanted to do. I literally was like, hell no, that's crazy. But I knew because of this calling that I felt in my heart that I was like, okay, you need to get uncomfortable. Like, stop. You've done this for 35 years. You need to get uncomfortable. And I'm not kidding when I say pray. We're talking like on my knees in my bedroom, bawling my eyes out like an idiot praying. That's just not me, girls. And it just kept coming back, and I really felt called. I mean, I felt like God was like, do it now and shut up and quit whining. I didn't even tell Nathan. I was scared. I was scared of what he would think. He's so supportive. But I signed up without even telling him. I was afraid. I was afraid that he would tell me there's no way I could do it. I just felt like if I didn't sign up, that it would never happen and it would go away. And I am not kidding you. I prayed and I told God, I know you're telling me to do this, and I know I'm crazy, and I tithed 100% of my first month's earnings to our church. My first month, I literally said to God, I'm doing this. I don't know what in the hell is going to happen out of it, and if I'm a big fat failure, you better like support me or like work it out in the end or something. And, I truly feel like it's because of that. It's because I finally believed. I just said, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And if I fail, I fail. And who gives a fuck, excuse my language. For the first time in my life, I want to look back and say, you know what? I tried. I really actually tried something and I put myself out there for once and something happened. I'm sick of being held back by my own limitations that I put on myself. In that first month, it wasn't easy. I failed so much. I vomited all over people. I looked like an idiot. I had people that made fun of me. I still do. And I just said, who gives a crap? Everybody else can sit in their own comfort zone. And where does that get them? Honestly, though, where does it get you? It gets you in your comfort zone of where you are and where you're always going to be. And that's it. And, and so many more good things happened in that first month than any of that awkward feeling that I had. I had girls that hated me in high school that were telling me that I was an inspiration. Are you kidding me? I'm not an inspiration. I'm just a girl who hates to work out, that eats too many cookies, that is not a perfect mom, that has failed so many times in my life and has never, I didn't even play sports in high school because if I couldn't be perfect, I wouldn't do it. I'm not perfect. And it was that month that I realized, why not? What is the difference between me and the people that really make it in life? You want to know what that difference is? They did it. That's it. There's no secret here. There's no secret to what I'm doing. It's that when I fail and when it feels uncomfortable, I have a boohoo moment. I get knocked down a few steps. I sit there and bitch about it, cry a little, do the woe is me pity party for a little while. And then I dust it off and I get my big girl panties back on and I say, F you people. I don't care. There's more people out there that think that this is awesome and I'm going to find them. And that's what I do. And that's what's happened every single month. And those first couple of months were not easy. They were not my finest hour. I lost a lot of people, but there were a lot of people that watched me and waited to see what was going to happen. And it has just grown and grown and grown. And every single week, I tithe. I tithe at least 10% of what I make. Sorry. And I know that someone's on my side, and I don't know what in the hell's going to happen with this business. And you girls might be the ones that are looking at me like, you're crazy, girl. You need to go get some sleep. And I probably do. But I want you all to know that I am not kidding you. I'm not in this for me, obviously. I'm not. I don't think that I have stars in my eyes. I don't know what's going to happen. We might all look like idiots together, but we're going to be fit-ass idiots. But I do know that what I have gained from this is 100 times more than anything that I have lost. I know that we can do whatever we want. And it might not look as awesome as I think it looks right now, but I can only imagine in 7 months for me what this has done, what 1 year is going to look like, honestly. If you stop and think about, if you work this business like it's your business, like there is a boss telling you what to do, like you have invested 100 grand into this business and you have everything to lose, do you think it's going to pay off? Of course it is. If business isn't coming to you and Facebook is screwing us over like I feel like it is right now, I know I need to recruit more. And let me tell you, I hate that. I hate it more than anything. But I've done it. And I've done it because it's uncomfortable. And when I know it's uncomfortable, it means I need to do it. And that's what's going to help me grow and be more and find more. And those people that I have reached out to, it's not about being slimy and cheesy and buggy and annoying. When you see friends posting in Facebook and they're already natural leaders, maybe they're runners, maybe they're posting about their workouts, maybe they're posting about a new weight loss program they're starting. Those are the people to reach out to. And it is just a simple thing like, hey girl, you're totally awesome. I love your posts. Blah, blah, blah. You're doing awesome. I'm so proud of you. Have you ever considered joining one of my challenge groups? What's the worst thing they're going to say? No. Who cares? They're already your friend. It's just about fostering that relationship. And it isn't always no. It's a lot of times it's really just a no, not right now. But you're going to draw attention to what you're doing. And then they're probably going to watch you. And they're going to see your killer results. And then they're going to come back and say, okay, girl, what are you doing? It is working for you. It's the same with coaching. If you don't have more coaches on your team, the truth is it's because you're probably not working it. I know for me, If I waited for every person to come to me and say, hey, Brandy, what are you doing? I so want to be a part of the Beachbody coaching world. I wouldn't have grown my team at all. I mean, and I'm sure that you girls can relate. I have some that have, don't get me wrong, but the majority of your girls are girls that I reached out to you. I mentioned coaching. I did something that got you thinking about it, and then you thought about it, and you thought about it a little more, and then you were like, yeah, this is awesome. Maybe I want to try it. Why not? A discount. I mean, the same thing we all think. And that's the truth. I'm not saying that we all need to be these obnoxious, slimy salespeople. So far from that. There is a fine balance between promoting this business and being 100% crazy Beachbody girl that's going to push everybody away. I'm not that person. I'm just passionate about this, and I want to draw people to me so I don't have to recruit. And the more you do that, the less you have to put yourself out there as far as recruiting people. And that's my main goal. If I don't have to recruit, hell yeah, I am a happy girl. But in the beginning, you have to. I have plenty of no's. Lots and lots and lots and lots of failure. I have people that don't like me. I have haters. I have girls that I went to high school with that have posted shit about me, putting selfies on Facebook, and have made fun of me and have tagged people in it so I would see it. That happened. I was knocked down about 750 levels. I felt about this big, and I've never been so close to quitting. But you know what? I got pissed. And I just said, fuck you. If you think that about me, you don't know me, because I am not that person. This is not what it's about for me. And, for the first time in my life, I just feel like I'm doing it. I'm doing it for me. And what happens is what happens. And I don't care. I can look back on this experience and say, you know what, but for the first time in my life, I tried. I can't say that about much else I've done in my life. Going back and getting the 9-to-5 job and working for a boss and very rarely getting recognition and hoping for a promotion. And yeah, I can go back to that world. I was there before. And let me see here. I could be my own boss. I can set my own hours. I can make way more money than I've ever made before in my whole entire life. I could do something that helps people, inspires people, and I can have a team of girls that are like my second family. What sounds more appealing to me? Yeah, I think that I will do Beachbody. I think I will. And what happens is what happens. And I want to look back on this and not have any regrets. I want to get in the best health of my life. I want to do this for my family. I want to be more for once. And I don't want to continue to ramble on because I know I am. But I want you girls to really stop and think about it. I really do. I know I came back from Summit and I'm looking all crazy and I'm all emotional and you girls are like, damn, that girl has really lost it. But the truth is I was surrounded by so many women who weren't any better than us. In fact, some of them I was like, seriously? How'd you do this? And it got me really realizing that there's only one difference between those people and you and me. And the difference is that they did the work. They weren't afraid. They failed so many times. They probably got thousands and thousands and thousands of no's, but they got enough yeses. And that's the secret. That's it. It's not about being perfect. It's not about the most thought-invoking, wonderful posts. It's about getting yourself out there and not being afraid to do it. And I want you all to know that I saw something in each and every one of you. I didn't look to build a team of just anybody that would say yes. I looked at each and every one of you and I was like, oh, they could so rock this. They have what it takes. And that's my honest to goodness, heartfelt truth. And I want us to be a team, and I want to be able to help you be wherever you want to be. And I want you to really stop and think about it. I want you to stop and think about where you want to be. And if it's here or if it's just here, I don't care. I want to do whatever we need to do to get you wherever you want to be. And I want to do more with our coaching and our camps and our training. And if it's weekly talks, let's schedule it. I'm serious. I will make the time. Tell me what you guys want. I want to hear your dreams. I want to hear where you want to be. And let's make a plan. So I will obviously be posting a lot more. but this is just day one of me coming back from Summit, so be scared. Just kidding, girls. Talk to you soon.